Hi everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chibowski in the second round of this week. I did not upload the first round and I'll just show you why, because that wasn't too eventful. The guy only had one Galactic Legend, so I just kept quite a lot for offense and outscored him by like 50 banners while still allowing him to clear, as I think he failed once on my Darth Revan team with Marauder in there. So yeah, pretty good score for me there. Nothing, I believe, noteworthy on his defense. And I didn't really have to do anything stupid for feats. So I just didn't think there was anything really worth uploading there. Because it was a bit of a mismatch. I think the only noteworthy thing about this guy was that he really likes his Relic 7s. So it takes just about everything he gets his hand on to Relic 7. So hence the mismatch. Now this guy here, badbeat56 from the guild GSF Omega. 618k lifetime score, probably the best player in the group. Yeah. He's got 3 Galactic Legends. I think one of 3 people in the group who has that. Not quite sure. I think one of the others is already out. So if I beat this guy, the final opponent shouldn't be as difficult, essentially. So he's got kind of the upgrades that you would expect. The only thing I don't really like about this guy is that he always, literally every single time, waits until his opponent has attacked. And I was kind of tempted to wait until the last 30 minutes or whatever and do it then and then beat him, but to be honest, I think, like, as fun as that is and as nice as it is to give them the stress and pressure to clear in those last minutes, it's only going to make him wait more in the future if I do beat him by going last. So I don't think there's really any point in doing that other than getting a bit of a laugh out of it. For some reason the game seems kind of slow. Interesting, so I'm just gonna restart it, make sure that everything is running properly, rather than get stuck in some matches. But before I do that, I can just quickly show you what he has put on defense, and what I have. So I've got Darth Revan, CLS, and JML over here. Then the other zone, I've got my remaining clones, and some of the usual teams. Nothing too special. And then the back has some okay teams, nothing particularly strong. And for fleets, I've got Malevolence and a Tarkin fleet on defense here. While he, on his defense, if I can show you in a second, he only put down 1 Galactic Legend. So that's kind of as expected, and I was considering to go a bit heavier on defense than I did. So he won't have any trouble clearing me normally seen. I just need to outbanner him. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a banner match, so that'll be a tricky one. So he put some of his slightly better teams here. And then the back shouldn't be anything super strong, but it's, I believe, more of this level of teams, so to speak. So nothing super weak or vulnerable, while he will be able to JML my JML and then solo SLK the Darth Revan if he dares to. Maybe he's going to be worried that I have my Sith Eternal Emperor in the back. He could also have another Galactic Legend in the back, being either SLK or JML under Bastilla lead, as he likes to set. But I really highly doubt he did that, and even if he did, then I can be prepared for it. So let me restart, and then I'm gonna get into the fights. Alright, I restarted. I better not lose this due to some game crash or whatever. That will be a very sad moment. I'll get started on Grievous with JKR. Just a bit of a regular match to warm things up. It's also the kind of match where if my game does end up crashing for whatever reason, it's not going to cost me the entire match just yet. So that's certainly an extra reason. Oof, this is a really poorly modded B2. Pretty sure Jolie can kill here. I'll just feed Terminator to Grandmaster Yoda in the process. Not much point in going for Grievous here yet. Oh. Yeah, I didn't anticipate I was going to chain up the AoEs here. Now, instead of healing Grandmaster Yoda to full, I'll try to get Jolie done. See if I can reduce the turn meter. That might have been a bit too much. I don't think Jolie's going to count for full. Is anyone close? Yeah, no. That wasn't going to happen. Just too much damage on my end. Okay, that's not the greatest banner start. Then we've got Newt and Asajj and zombie. Now that's a team he actually struggled a lot against in his history. I noticed him throw like 6 or 7 teams at that team. So I think he figured it was so good that he would want to set it himself. But I think I'll just go against Ray up next. Now I want to save Supreme Leader Kylo for the back. And the reason is that if he sets Bastilla JML, I can beat that. And if he sets SLK in the back, I can also beat that using my own. Whereas Sith Eternal Emperor isn't the greatest against both of those. So not too much of a reason for me to add that. Like to put him in there. So I've got like 360k health and protection or so. Which should make this fight just fine. So let's link up Finn and Poe so that they both die when I do the AoE once I'm in ultimate. I didn't do that last time. I linked Rey when Han and Chewie were there. Because then the ultimate fills up faster, but I figured this is actually a bit nicer. Look at Watt here countering with that beautiful retribution. So I'm basically only a little bit into my ultimate. It's not much. But non-Jedi or Rebels don't really fill it up as fast. That's one thing I hadn't really given as much thought, to be honest. But it's gonna be fine. They're not even getting me like under my max protection too much. So relink them. Alright, let's see what we have left after this ultimate from Rey. Come on, girl. So over half health, that is a good amount, let's put it that way. Now before I go into my ultimate, I wanna... I don't really need to. I recover the turns kind of automatically, but I might as well. Let's recover my protection first. Then go into ultimate. Also considering Rey will probably do a whirlwind next. Figured it would be good to top it off a bit. There we go. Yeah, I'll take that decision. That might have been the safest play for sure. Alright, 1v1. There's gonna be a second ultimate from Rey probably, but should be no problem. And she's gonna get it now. I'm back to full. So the only annoying part actually is that it's going to prevent me from getting full health banners, probably. Let's see. Yeah, because this is gonna kill in 1 or 2 shots. Maybe, there's a small chance. I just need 1 more. Yeah, I think I got it. Okay, nice. Alright, perfect. Then the new team, that one's a bit annoying to not overkill, and I think that's why this guy as well struggled so much against it. Let me think what I want to do here. Right, so after giving it a bit of thought, I figured I'd throw Traya, Scion, Nihilus against it. That seems to be super consistent. It'll drop a couple banners, but I'm okay with that. So there are of course other options, but I mean these are 3 gear 12s. There's also like options with Geos. There's some, but mine aren't that great, so that's why I don't really want to use them, and I figured I'd just go with this. So let's isolate a zombie. And try to remember to get rid of that extortion every time. Now the nice part is that Traya will be cleansing the stun so that I can actually get rid of those extortions. Otherwise, I mean that's typically how Dooku and Newt work so well together, is that you're unable to get rid of the extortion because of the stunning from Dooku. So that's the first kill. And I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna annihilate Asajj, because Newt won't be too hard to pick off. Keep this over there. This should be Newt gone, and then hopefully I go before Asajj. And hopefully Nihilus counts as full. I don't know for sure if that's going to be the case. Nope. That's too bad. Just a little hit in there. Let's see what he did. Yeah, no surprise. Ah, okay. I was gonna say no surprises in the back, but he did try. Okay, congratulations to this guy for trying to catch me out, but unfortunately, sir, that ain't gonna work. Unless I'm in for a pleasant surprise with Supreme Leader Kylo. So he did try to pull a sneaky move there, which I can definitely respect. When I saw Mon Mothma, I figured, oh, it's gonna be okay. Like, it's her and Bastilla, basically. Don't know why the Bastilla didn't ring a bell. But yeah, he did try to catch me out. And to be honest, I think based on how I tend to play, this is one of the better ways to try to beat me. Just make me choose in the front and then set another Galactic Legend in the back. But the tricky part that he has is that if I would have set my Sith Eternal Emperor, he must keep Supreme Leader Kylo for offense. There's just no way around it for him. So I knew that one wasn't going to be in the back, and that makes a trap like this really difficult for him. Because I can use either Sith Eternal Emperor or SLK against Rey, no matter the composition. And that just makes it tricky for him to try to trip me up that way. But nice that he actually did it. I didn't think he was going to have the guts to do it. So all the more respect for that. Cool. That's gonna be an interesting round then. So I wonder how he'll do against my defense, because he has to use Supreme Leader Kylo against my JML. Or Darth Revan there, obviously, but Darth Revan isn't gonna work because he doesn't have the speed. So it's gonna be a bit difficult for him to try to get through this. Now I'll move over here. Actually, before I do that, let me just quickly go over to this zone and start with the top team, because there's not too much of a reason to like go up top first. This is what I have to beat in the beginning, so let's just get started with that. And I'll be ability blocked a lot, which is alright. I kind of don't want to kill Wat just yet with the AoEs, because Wat feeds me a lot of health and protection. So instead of stacking early on, maybe, or instead of going into this fight already, I should have just looked up how people typically do this. But for now, I don't want to kill Wat just yet. Just let him raise my max health and protection. And then when the time is right and I've got a good bunch of stacks, then I can start stacking up. Wat is basically my ally in this fight, not his. That's how I see it anyway. And I will go into ultimate at some point. I'm only gonna use it to use the stabs. Though I think I'm probably already at a point where I'm invincible, so I might as well just start doing whatever. Getting rid of Bastilla would be great though. She's definitely making me waste a lot of time. Alright. 3-turn ultimate coming up. And I actually have to keep in mind that I have a health modded Supreme Leader Kylo, so I actually shouldn't make this last longer than it needs to be. Also, cutting out all the animation time from Wat is probably good. And this will probably kill Bastilla, there we go. And I'm already doing so much damage to this guy that it shouldn't be much longer. Oof, close. Let's just wrap it up. There we go. Pretty hard to lose that one. By getting a 55 over there, he's gonna know I kept a Galactic Legend for offense and there isn't one in the back. But I can just do this because this is not gonna be his concern. His concern is gonna be trying to get through the front wall at all. So he definitely took a big risk there. Also knowing that this was actually in my history, this exact combination. Then again, there were a bunch of combinations, so I see why he wanted to try it. It's just not gonna do him any favors trying to actually break through. Anyway, I'll go against Padme, with Padme against GAC clones next. Don't have to get GK involved really. And this is definitely going to drop a bunch of banners, but basically from this point out, not a whole lot can happen. In the fight, I mean, it's just going to be all down to will he be able to get through my front wall? And he did make life really difficult for himself there. Let's see, go for arc first. Would be great if Anakin could fill up his health. $50. Someone wasn't full. I don't know if it was Anakin. Might have been him. Okay. Up next, what have we got? Out of his remaining teams. I think the Night Sisters here, I'll probably just use Bounty Hunters. Don't know if I even need to go that low. I could actually also do something with troopers. That could be fun. But I don't have a lot of experience with troopers in 3v3. Like, no idea how much damage they can deal, how likely I am to get stun locked, all of that stuff. So I think I trust my bounty hunters a little bit more. So let's go with those. And I should probably just like check some videos with troopers doing these basic kind of things. I just never really looked for it. So that might be a smart thing to do. I can also find out on the spot, but after doing everything else well, I usually hate experimenting with something in the last battle that's a bit insignificant and then potentially losing the match that way. That's just sad. Oh boy, am I gonna get full banners here? I did. Okay, nice. Alright, Mon Mothma, and then we've got that Geo team with B1. Bit of an odd one. Probably against Hux. It's not a great matchup because of Hux, but it'll do. We're back to the long loading times. I don't like it. There we go. That takes uncomfortably long. So, what makes sense here? I think diverting them to Ray Jedi training to tank the initial opener might be the smartest, actually. Oh, okay, he passes a turn to make this dude taunt. I'll take it. He's lost his advantage now. And Hux should go down momentarily. Let's put it on BB-8 now. He's not even using his moves. Like his group attack. I wonder why. Or maybe he did use it and I just didn't notice. Let's target him for a bit, because this would be overkill. Okay, maybe that was actually a bit risky. Let's get him out of here. Yeah, BB-8's not going to be full for sure. And neither will Jedi training. One Illuminated Destiny doesn't get her there. It's fine though. This I initially suspected this was going to be a banner match. I no longer think that's going to be the case. So let's do JKL over here. I've also still got my own Kylo Ren Unmasked First Order team. I forgot about that. I just don't have what to make him taunt over and over. So that's why he's not as ideal against Rex. Anyway, I'll definitely take a bunch of damage doing this one. I should also keep in mind that I still have Thrawn to do some stuff with. So let's see if I can pick off Leia. I think that's a yes. Oh, nice try, man. Absolute non-event. So EP Vader Thrawn could also be an option. I've still got Han and Chewie. So maybe Thrawn with these guys. This could do pretty well, I think. Yeah, let's try. Alright, fracture him. I guess it feels a bit wasteful, but I'll just do it. Now go into Merciless. This does seem like a pretty weird composition. To be honest, I think it's going to make more sense to try to kill Rex. It's easier to control one guy than two. But I think that's how most people go about this one anyway. Cycle through. Only one debuff. Although, like, it's tempting to try to get 5s out first. Let's try. Nah, it's gonna take way too long. Never mind. He's gonna die from dots here by himself anyway. Okay, so he's gonna go for my... Now he's gonna do the Annihilate, I think. Yep. So we get the Fracture. Now let's see if I can try to get this guy back to full. Let's do this. I don't think it's gonna be worth it, to be honest. So let's just get rid of him. That's way too tricky, spending too much time on C-3PO. No need to make my life more difficult. Alright, let's go with the Geos. So the goal is to avoid hitting bigs too much, or you get Terminator looped, which takes a huge amount of time. I can whittle him down a bit, so that's what I'll do. Every time I have a special, I can go for him for a bit. Good progress. So keep in mind that this is just a bunch of Gear 12s against relics. Should have maybe waited a cycle for that one until the Brute was down. but this is probably fine. Okay, we've nearly got Wedge. He's gonna get revived for sure. We hit this guy for a bit so that we don't get the turn meter loop. Wait for Spy to return. Oof. That stuff does get lethal when it does keep looping. And my Jubert Alpha... Yeah, I'm gonna go down here, I think. Because I don't think I'm gonna have the revive back yet. Okay, I do. That looked dicey. Definitely have to keep Wedge down. I don't think Soldier was the right choice here. Okay, nice. That's Big's gone. But I'm trying to... I just don't remember what I used the last time. If it was Soldier or not. Or if I played it a bit different, or if the modding was different. But this is good enough. Alright, final match then. Jubert Alpha, B1 and Spy. So my best available team probably is the Night Sisters. It's not a fantastic counter, but it'll have to do. B1 should be gone pretty quickly. Looks like I just got some stupid thing over my screen. Hope that wasn't there for too long. I missed what just happened. I think B1 healed Brood. Let's try and be stunned. Come on. This should kill. No? Disappointing. Okay, let's bring him back. Her. Maybe I do need to go for B1 first. I kind of hoped I could deal with it this way, but there we go. That took way longer than it needed to. Alright, hoping for a double stun. Perfect. Let's do the AoE, see if Daka can still take a turn. Nope, okay. Well, Spirit's gonna be full. And then the ships. So Finalizer against Akbar, then Negotiator against Radis. Don't want to underestimate the Radis. A lot of people make that mistake. Put Rex in the starting lineup. Because anything 5 puts down gets cleansed anyway. It doesn't really help too much in the beginning. From my experience anyway, it's nicer to just keep topping up the ships, take more turns, and then get through that way. So let's go for this one actually. Well, an unlucky dodge. Maybe this will kill. Nice. Okay, last time I messed this up. I think this one should be the tankiest. And it was. Let's bring in Blow, get rid of the target locks, taunt, all of that good stuff. And would now be a good time for 5s. I think Ahsoka is actually a bit nicer. So let's bring her in. Kinda tired of the Foresight. Of course, no crit from Ahsoka, by the way. Now, yes, that's what I was hoping for. Stuff aligns nicely. Everyone's full protection other than the Y-Wing. This is full? Or is that all bonus? I don't know. Ah, dang it. There we go. That was a big one. 65, I'll take it. That's decent against the Redis, which can be a pretty tricky fleet to get good banners on. So we use these 3. And then probably 2 reinforcements. Hunted and finish him off immediately. Basic first. And then call the silencer. And that way it can't really fail. Now here, instead of passing a turn, I also like to ability block. But it tends to work a bit better on bigs. Call in the Xanadu Blood. Bit more overall damage that way, and a stun. And this should kill before reinforcements. Okay, nice. And a 65, that's good. I'll take it. So final score 26-61. I would love to see him beat it. But I think he'll be pretty bad at beating it. We'll see. Alright, so in the last, I guess, 45 minutes or something, he has finally started attacking. As you can see by the banner count, he has beaten 1 team, which was Supreme Leader Kylo solo against Darth Revan, so that was kind of a given. Then against JML and CLS, he both failed twice. And up top, he failed once against the Phasma team, once against the Rex team. So I don't really know what he's doing, but I guess he doesn't really either. Maybe 3v3 isn't his thing, I don't know, but this is a 618k lifetime opponent, so I have no clue what's happening. Maybe he's just having a bad day, but doesn't look like he will be clearing any zones, and perhaps not more than 1 team. I don't know if he's still going to be attacking or not, but it seems like pretty much everything he's been sending in hasn't exactly gone as planned. So yeah, that's it for me. Okay, it looks like I had to hit the record button again, because look at what he just did in like 10 minutes time. He actually cleaned up both of these teams down here in 1 more shot. And then up here, tried once more against the Phasma team, but that failed. He failed against Grievous the first time, and then cleaned it up. And he also took out Rex and Shaq. So he actually still got quite a bit done in those last minutes. I think he just took a break out of frustration or something. But still got decently far. I don't think he's going to try and break through anymore. And he probably ran out of teams anyway. Didn't do anything in the back either. So he still tried to make the most of it. I can always respect that. But really not too sure how he got this far. And then managed to struggle so much. So anyway, I'll see who my final opponent is now. Which should be probably Calvin is my guess, since he's the guy with the GL advantage between the 2. But I'll find out momentarily, which I guess takes about 30 seconds. But since it's going to be Calvin, I can already just show you. Pretty similar lifetime to the other guy, so 613k. It's got SLK at Relic 8 and then Jedi Master Luke. And since he doesn't have the 3rd GL that I do have, he does have quite a lot of other things like Barris, the Mandalorian. What else did he have? Sith Empire Trooper there as well, which is a pretty unusual relic for someone who doesn't have a Sith Eternal Emperor, for example. So that's a rather odd one. Very fast Gideon as well. 296. Django, Bosk, etc. So he's definitely got some relics to fill the gaps. So it could be an interesting match, we'll see. The armor as well, actually. Well, not too sure what use he would have for that at this stage, but I guess I'll find out very soon. So let's take a look. I am indeed fighting Calvin, no surprise there. So see you then.